also look at revenue. We're looking at economy, how each of these institutes is sort of, contributing to that, bringing people from different diverse backgrounds and, being part of the program. What is the plan for, let's say, the next 6 years? How are you planning? What steps are being taken to ensure that, this is as lucrative, as creative it is?
Well, I think you touch upon a very interesting point, which is sustainability.
Yes.
And the fact of the matter is that we've been here so far really trying to understand where the needs are. Sustainability happens in many ways, economical, but also culturally, and also as we become, we continue to build towards becoming a key player in the development of the creative industry, not only in the UAE, but also position ourselves as a hub for the rest of the region.
Yeah.
And so in a way, we see ourselves as the place where people from the region can come access a variety of services, education, networking, skill building, that would then in turn allow them to bring back those skills to their own areas of work and communities, which in turn drives industry and very much speaks to this idea of sustainability.
Yes. All right, we are in Abu Dhabi, and right now we're at Berklee Abu Dhabi. I mean, this is one place that you all need to head to for various reasons. But what are those special reasons is what we're going to be finding out with Gael, the director of Berklee Abu Dhabi, and of course with Maysaa, artistic director at Berklee Abu Dhabi. Thank you so much for your time today. And
thank you for coming by and checking it out.
And my first visit here, I have to tell you, before I sort of came for the trip, I did not do any homework because I wanted all the information to come from the right people. I was quite blown away by this place. I mean, there's so much, you can sort of, sense that passion for creativity. They're like young kids who are coming in, and you're drilling in, those ethics, which I think are absolutely lost in the current times. How do you see that? Is that the main goal?
Sure. I mean, first and foremost, Berklee is a preeminent institute of contemporary music and performing arts in the world. And our presence here in Abu Dhabi is precisely to ignite and really support the development of creative capacities of up-and-coming talent, and as well help talent that's already established. And we've got a variety of programs to do that.
Yes. In fact, we are not just looking at one particular age group. They are kids, they're adults coming here. How are you sort of, managing a balance, when it comes to different age groups? What are the steps that you take?
Our main focus is an age group of 15 and beyond.
Yes.
We want to be training aspiring professionals and guide them in the right direction, help them become more aware of different career opportunities they can have in the field. But we've exceptionally done some activities for the local community, specifically in dance, for kids from the ages of 7 to 15. And because we wanted to also kind of present an image of being welcoming of all and creating a community of people who enjoy and really want to be part of the creative arts education. And also our mission here is to be also introducing technology, career advice and strategies and creative entrepreneurship. We are currently launching our recording studio. So lots of different areas within the music industry are being introduced through our presence here in Abu Dhabi.
Yes, and when I come from India, I have to ask you this question. A lot of people from India who are here, they would in fact also be considering this as the place, when it comes to music. There are a lot of Indian artists, who usually, come to this region to perform. You performed with A.R. Rahman. Which are those Indian artists that you would also sort of, get here to sort of have an enriching experience for the students? Are plans underway to sort of also collaborate with Indian artists?
Right. I mean, that's a great question. One thing that maybe is interesting to look at in regard to your question of how do we kind of cater to that audience, I want to tell you about our fellowship program. So we've got the Berklee Abu Dhabi Fellowship Program, which is a fellowship fund. It's funds to be able to go study at other Berklee learning environments. For instance, in Boston, do an undergrad in Boston, or a master's in New York, or a master's in Valencia, or through our online offerings. And people from India are eligible alongside with a variety of people from across the MENA region. So Middle
And many
East.
from India have received it actually
Exactly.
already.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Exactly. And so it's an opportunity to be able to go study at Berklee abroad and as well anchor themselves at Berklee Abu Dhabi, because there's three requirements. You need to be from the region, which India is included in.
Yeah.
You need to come to Berklee Abu Dhabi and do a program or a course. And then you need to be accepted to the program you want to be funded for. And that has been tremendously powerful in giving an opportunity to people from the region, including people from India, to have a pathway to go and develop further and connect, get more skills, connect with industry, so on and so forth.
Yes.
And we shouldn't forget as well that Berklee has a well-known kind of reach in India itself, with the Berklee India Exchange and the channel being one of the most popular channels, Berklee channels in the world actually. So we're the relationship with the Indian culture and the Indian people is also across our different learning environments, and we're happy to be here as a closer destination to be able to cater to the Indian rich culture by being present here in Abu Dhabi.
Right. And before we wrap it, just the last question. We also look at revenue. You know, we're looking at economy, how each of these institutes is sort of, contributing to that, bringing people from different diverse backgrounds and, being part of the program. What is the plan for, let's say, the next 6 years? How are you planning? What steps are being taken to ensure that, this is as lucrative as creative it is?
Well, I think you touch upon a very interesting point, which is sustainability.
Yes.
And the fact of the matter is that we've been here so far really trying to understand where the needs are. Sustainability happens in many ways, economical, but also culturally, and also as we become, we continue to build towards becoming a key player in the development of the creative industry, not only in the UAE, but also position ourselves as a hub for the rest of the region.
Yeah.
And so in a way, we see ourselves as the place where people from the region can come, access a variety of services, education, networking, skill building, that would then in turn allow them to bring back those skills to their own areas of work and communities, which in turn drives industry and very much speaks to this idea of sustainability.
Yes.
And also it's a great time because the industry is growing in this particular field, especially in the field of music. It's the fastest growing industry right now. So it's amazing to be a part of this change, of this development, and to be major players that are also beyond educating and accelerating the talents that we are identifying. They are also actually finding career opportunities in the region as soon as they walk out of the program.
Yes. Thank you so much for your time, and definitely Berklee Abu Dhabi is a destination that you should be heading to during the next trip that you plan, and I'm sure that's happening very soon for all our viewers.
Of course. We're here and waiting for you. Hope to see you soon.